Welcome to the channel. Yeah, you're right there. Before you even settle in, I want you to think about something real for a second. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and felt like you weren't living the life your body deserved? Not just physically, no, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Because today's story isn't just about transformation. It's about confrontation. It's about that quiet war between who you are and who you know you could be. And this is the story of Ignazio. Now let me ask you something. Do you believe people really change, or do they just get better at hiding who they've always been? Ignazio used to think change was a lie. He believed people didn't transform, they just adapted. He told himself, this is who I am, this is my body, this is my life. And maybe you've said that too at some point. But here's where it gets interesting. Ignazio wasn't always unhealthy. There was a time when he felt strong, energized, alive. But life has a way of slowly shifting things, doesn't it? One bad habit turns into two. One missed workout becomes a week, then a year. Stress builds, motivation fades, comfort takes over. Let me pause right here. Be honest with yourself. What's one habit you know has been holding you back lately? Because for Ignazio, it wasn't just one thing. It was everything combined. Late nights, poor eating, zero consistency, and the most dangerous one of all, excuses that sounded like truth. I'm too busy. I'll start tomorrow. It's not that bad. Sound familiar? And the crazy part? From the outside, nothing looked too wrong. That's the scary thing about slow decline. It doesn't shock you. It whispers. Until one day, it doesn't. For Ignazio, that moment came quietly. No dramatic collapse. No loud wake-up call. Just a assessment. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. They think transformation is supposed to feel good from the start. It doesn't. It feels awkward. It feels frustrating. It feels slow. But Ignazio made one decision that changed everything. He stopped focusing on the end result and started focusing on showing up. That's it. No perfection. No pressure. Just consistency. One workout. One better meal. One small win. Let me bring this to you. What if your life changed not because you did something extreme, but because you did something small every single day? Because that's exactly what happened. Weeks passed, and nothing crazy happened at first. No massive weight drop, no overnight transformation, just progress, quiet progress. But here's the twist. Something started changing before his body did. His mindset. He started waking up with purpose. He started feeling in control again. He started proving to himself that he could keep promises to himself. And that right there, that's where real transformation begins. Not in the mirror, but in the mind. So let me ask you again, how often do you break promises to yourself? I'll start tomorrow. I'll do it later. I'll be better next week. What if you stopped doing that? Starting today, because Ignazio did. And slowly the physical changes followed. His energy improved. His confidence returned. His body started reflecting the discipline he was building. But don't get it twisted. It wasn't perfect. There were setbacks. Days he didn't feel like it. Moments where old habits tried to creep back in. And guess what? Sometimes they did. But the difference now was simple. He didn't quit. He didn't let one bad day turn into a bad week. He didn't let one mistake define his journey. And that's something I want you to really think about. Do you quit when things go wrong? Or do you reset and keep going? Because that decision right there determines everything. Ignazio chose to keep going. And over time, what started as a struggle became a lifestyle. Working out wasn't punishment anymore. It was power. Eating better wasn't restriction. It was self-respect. Discipline wasn't hard. It was identity. He didn't just change his body. He became a different person. And here's the most powerful part of this whole journey. It wasn't about looking better. It was about feeling alive again. Let that sink in. Because a lot of people chase transformation for the wrong reasons. They want validation, attention, approval. But the real reward, peace, confidence, control. Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine waking up every day knowing you're becoming the best version of yourself. Imagine looking in the mirror and feeling proud. Not because you're perfect, but because you're trying. Imagine having the discipline to push through even when it's hard. That's what Ignazio built. And the truth is, you can too. But it starts with a decision. Not tomorrow, not next week, not when it's convenient. Now. So here's what I want you to do. Think about one thing, just one, that you can start changing today. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. Maybe it's a workout. Maybe it's drinking more water. Maybe it's getting up earlier. Maybe it's finally stopping that one habit you know is holding you back. Whatever it is, commit to it. Because your transformation won't come from motivation. It will come from consistency. And before you go, I want to hear from you. What's one habit you're ready to change starting today? And what's been stopping you until now? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. And if this story connected with you, if it made you reflect even a little bit, hit that subscribe button and join the journey. Because this channel is all about growth, real stories, and becoming better every single day. I'll see you in the next one. Now let's go deeper, because this is the part people don't usually talk about. Transformation doesn't just change how you look. It changes how people treat you, and even more importantly, how you see the world. As Ignazio kept going, something unexpected started happening. People noticed, not just the physical changes, but his energy, the way he carried himself, the way he spoke with more certainty, more presence. But here's the truth. External validation didn't hit the same anymore. Before he craved it. He He wanted people to notice, to approve, to confirm that he was doing well. But now, it became secondary. Because for the first time, he had something stronger. Self-validation. Let me ask you something. Do you do things for yourself or for how people will react? That question changed everything for Ignazio. Because once he realized he was doing this for him, not for applause, not for attention, not for social media, the journey became lighter, more honest, more sustainable. But don't get it twisted. This stage came with its own challenges. There were moments of doubt, days where progress felt invisible again, times when he questioned if all the effort was really worth it. And this is where most people plateau, or even quit. So what made Ignazio different? He learned how to trust the process, even when results slowed down, even when motivation faded, even when nobody was watching. He showed up, and slowly something powerful happened. Discipline replaced motivation completely. He didn't need to feel inspired anymore. He just needed to stay consistent. Think about that for a second. What if you stopped waiting to feel ready and just started acting? Because that's the shift that separates temporary change from real transformation. Ignazio stopped chasing feelings and started building systems. And now I want to ask you one more thing. Are you waiting to feel motivated, or are you ready to become disciplined?